All right, here's video 2 on lesson 10.7. Inside of this video, I'm going to finish up our pool problem. So earlier we calculated the surface area on the pool. The next question is how many liters of water will be needed to fill the pool? And so if we're thinking about filling something, that's going to be looking at the volume. So the volume is length times width times height. So 8 by 6 by 1.5, which they told us up in the earlier problem. We end up with 72 meters cubed. And if we Google liters and cubic meters, we have 1 cubic meter equals 1,000 liters. So using that information, we have 72 cubic meters. So 72 multiplied by 1,000, we end up with 72,000 liters, which if you think about like a liter of soda or a 2 liter of soda, that would take quite a few to fill that up. So go ahead and pause this video and write down any parts you need. Ask questions to your teacher or classmates. Our third example is looking at a cylinder, and this cylinder happens to have the same length as its height as its circumference. So the distance around the base of the cylinder is the same as the height of the cylinder, a pretty unique can. So its measured height is 125.66 centimeters. We want to calculate the surface area and volume. So let's write down the two pieces we know. Here's the height, here's the circumference, because they told us the circumference is the same as the height. So given the circumference information, we could go ahead and use the formula from last chapter, pi times diameter equals circumference. We can plug in circumference, divide by pi, and we end up with a diameter of 40 centimeters. So that's the distance all the way across our circle of 40 centimeters. So the radius is 20. So now we have a little more information. Now we can find the volume and surface area of the cylinder. So to find the volume of a cylinder, we take the area of the base multiplied by the height. So our base is a circle, so pi times radius squared. So we take pi multiplied by 20 squared, and I'll show how to type that in here. There we go. 120,1256.63. There we go. So that's the area of our base, 1,256.64 centimeters squared. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply that by the height. And this is convenient because they told us the height in the problem up here. So we know the height of the cylinder is 125.66 centimeters. So all we need to do now is take the area of the base times the height, and we get the volume. So multiplying those two numbers together, we get 157,909.01 centimeters cubed, because we need centimeters cubed because this is volume. And then to find the surface area, we think about our can. So our can has circles on the bottom and top. We just found the area of the circles on the bottom, that 1256 number for the bottom and top. Then we have to find the surface area of the inside part of the can, or the side of the can, or the label. So to do that, we're going to turn this into the height of the can. It turns into a rectangle that has the height of the can. And then this distance is the circumference of the can. It's the distance all the way around the top of the can, which we found earlier was 125.66. So multiplying these two together, because they're a rectangle, gives us this number here. Then adding on the two circles, we end up with a total surface area right down there. And this is surface area, so this is centimeters squared. So I'll let you pause the video and write down the pieces you need to write down, ask questions, and that concludes our lessons for Chapter 10.